Do you want to do a drum roll, Ed?
Sure.
Go ahead. I'm going to give you my pick for Best Picture. The winner is... I don't know which one I want to go with. Tosh Show. Tosh Show. Tosh Show for show. Welcome to another episode of Tosh Show. Daniel Tosh, Eddie Gossling. Eddie?
Yes.
It's award season.
Yes, it is.
That's why I'm dressed to the nines.
Who are you wearing, Daniel?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, Ed. Let's see. We got a top layer of Paul Smith and then a bottom layer of beefy tea.
Oh, nice.
Oh, beefy tea.
Tailored.
By now, everyone has heard about the man with Tourette's who yelled out the N-word while Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were on stage presenting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm all for people feeling included and welcomed in all scenarios, but certain things, all right. At some point, let's knock it off. I've done shows where people that have had Tourette's were in the audience, then it gets annoying. A lot of chirping.
Right.
You're just like, I get it, but don't be here. Timing is something that really matters in what I'm doing up here.
Yeah.
So I can't have you just randomly throughout the entire night making noises. One time, I don't know if you were on this show or not, Ed, there was a beeping and I just kept screaming at Pete off stage,
right,
like while I was performing, like, hey, can somebody get this beeping to stop? Well, it turns out this guy was literally on his deathbed at my show in a full doctor's bed chair,
right,
hooked up to machines and everything. And I guess if the beeping stopped, it means he was dead.
It does.
But I just can't. I mean, I went out there and talked to him after the show. I was like, oh, you brought your bed.
It was Boston.
That was in Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice fella. I hope he enjoyed the show. He seemed like he enjoyed the show. But, his instruments were making noise the whole time. That's awful. I say we put the guy with Tourette's in a little glass case.
Yeah, like a soundproof glass case.
There you go. Or they don't have skybox seatings at some of these venues. Put them in a skybox. Close them in. I mean, if I'm holding a baby and I'm in a restaurant and my baby starts wailing, crying, I wait maybe 2 to 5 seconds before I stand up and take the baby outside. It's just not polite to everyone else. If you have a cold and you're sneezing, how many sneezes before you should get up and excuse yourself?
2?
2. 2 sneezes and then leave. I don't ever want to hear, I sneeze in 6s. No, you don't.
Not around me.
Not around me, you don't. You sneeze
here, 4
around
there.
me, you sneeze twice and then you leave for the rest of the night. If you have Tourette's and you're in a place where you shouldn't yell something, or here comes 2 black presenters, maybe that's your cue to tell your hand, let's go over my mouth just in case one slips out right now.
Yeah, prepare.
Maybe they can't control their hand. I don't know. I feel like you should be able to still control your hand. Why not invent something if you have Tourette's? A little like public kind of acceptable mouth gag. I'm trying to come up with solutions. We'd let somebody come to an award show with a wheelchair, but if they didn't lock their wheels and just kept rolling down the aisle, smashing into people when they were getting up to accept their award, we'd be like, hey, can you knock it off?
We gotta stop that.
Right. Oh, I can't help it. Yeah. Well, lock your wheels. That's probably not a good example.
No, it's good.
They sent out a statement, the BAFTA Awards. Thanks for your understanding and for helping create a respectful space for everyone. Oh, okay. Well, I can point to 2 people that might not feel respected.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Who's that horrible piece of shit right winger? Rob Schneider?
Rob Schneider.
Right. His daughter hates him. He did a movie, Deuce Bigelow.
Uh-huh.
And then he dated a woman with Tourette's.
Right.
In that movie. I really know this movie. And then they went to a ballpark where it was appropriate to yell out stuff. I don't know how anyone with Tourette's has survived to adulthood that occasionally screams the N-word at people.
Because nobody knows you have it.
Right. Good luck convincing people in that moment. You know who else has Tourette's?
No.
That house flipper on HGTV.
Oh, yeah, I guess she does.
Yeah, that's what she's saying right now. She's saying, but what about me? I lost everything for doing the same thing. Well, that's because you stubbed your toe.
Yeah, yours was not
This
Tourette's.
guy has a diagnosed disease. Pete, how come when people have Tourette's and they come to my shows, they don't, how come we're not forced, they're not forced to let us know ahead of time?
Sort of like the sign language people?
Yeah, the sign. Well, I always know if there's somebody that's going to be interpreting for me on the show. Mm-hmm. I should also know if somebody's going to be on a, life support. That was bonkers. I've never had that. I've had that experience one time where there was a medical bed. I believe there was nurses with him as well, weren't there?
Took up 10 seats.
I just hope the Oscars learned from this. This is Hollywood's big night. So please, Oscars, if anyone has a disability or is hard to look at, just keep them in the lobby. Enjoy. Tosh Show. Rag & Bone Infuse offers a range of its fit tailored for any style and occasion. I just got a new pair of Rag & Bone jeans, guys. Like them. From slim and straight to athletic and relaxed, infused denim is a wardrobe staple that pairs perfectly with any outfit and whatever fit you prefer. You used to have to choose between jeans that look great and jeans that actually lasted. With Rag & Bone infused denim, you finally get both. They feel broken in right away, stretch where it counts, structure where it matters. You forget you're wearing jeans. Rag & Bone makes jeans that are built to last. They've spent 20 years obsessed with making jeans that get better over time. It's time to upgrade your denim with Rag & Bone. For a limited time, our listeners get 20% off their entire order with code TOSH at rag-bone.com. That's 20% off at rag-bone.com with promo code TOSH. When they ask where you heard about them, please support our show and let them know Big Dan sent you. Welcome to the Oscars. As you can see, I've got a seat filler. That would be pretty nice if during the Oscars they only use dogs as seat fillers.
Yep.
Less distracting than old Tourette's guy.
Oh, God.
Although dogs can be racist. So this is our 2026 Oscars episode. Man, I haven't even watched all the nominated trailers. That's what we should do next year, Ed.
Yeah?
Just review the trailers. Somebody make a note of that. Before the taping of this episode, I did a deep dive into all the technical awards that were given, but that will only air on our Patreon page. That'll drive traffic. This is one of the few times that I have to, pretend that I side with my team, but really, when Trump shits on the Oscars, I'm right there with him. I'm like, I don't want to watch this dumb stuff either.
It brings us together.
Yeah, listen, occasionally I see eye to eye with him. I don't love it. There are 10 films nominated for Best Picture, which might be every movie that was made in 2025. Eddie, how many of the nominated films did you see in a movie theater?
One.
One?
I did.
In a movie theater?
In a movie theater.
Now, the rest you saw at home?
Yep.
Okay. I saw 0 in a movie theater. The only movie I saw in a movie theater last year was Zootopia 2. Now, I don't know if it wasn't nominated for Best Picture, but it was a good film. Can you call that a film?
Yep.
Okay. Now, I'm not counting the movies that I watched in my private home theater. And before people start going, oh, you bragging about having a home theater, know that my wife and I, purchased an old AMC theater and renovated it. Okay, it had good bones.
Okay.
Yes, it did. It surely drank its milk. That's a real deep cut.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get into these films. First one up, Sinners. Did you see it?
Yes.
Love it?
Loved it.
Loved it too. Sinners, I love a big swing, and this movie was a big swing. It was basically a remake of From Dusk Till Dawn, but a big swing nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
But you replace one sexy George Clooney with two even sexier Michael B. Jordans. It was good. You know, everybody worries about AI taking over Hollywood, but nobody talks about when an actor plays two different roles. You know, Michael B. Jordan only got one check, but had they cast two different people in that role, which would have been totally acceptable, right. Two brothers playing, brothers. Oh, that didn't sound right. We
know what you mean.
You knew what I meant.
He has Tourette's.
There would be two checks. You know, this all goes back to the clumps. The clumps. That's who set the precedent. Eddie Murphy plays 10 roles and they cut him one check. Now, the unions need to step in right now. If you have to sit in the makeup chair and have your makeup redone, that's an extra check.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the makeup artist, she's going to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
And why did I assume it was a woman?
Well,
it's because it's a chick job.
Usually is.
This is just my concern. Maybe he got two checks. Here's the thing. Do I think he's a great actor? I do. Did I like that he was two different roles? I did.
Mm-hmm.
Almost to the point where I'm like, why aren't you all the roles?
All the roles.
Yes.
Yeah.
In any movie that he's in, why don't you just be all the roles? Even the extras.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's more enjoyable watching him.
Yeah.
So give him all the money. I stand by this. By the way, let me talk about Sinners for a second, because everyone in that juke joint at the end, they could have survived had the one Asian lady just fucking not ruined it for everybody and just stayed inside for 20 more minutes until the sun came up.
Mm.
Sinners should win based solely on making a vampire zombie movie that I gave a shit about. Okay. So far, pretty good list.
We're
one in, but guess what?
That's a great one.
Guess what? It only gets better. One battle after another.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see it?
I did.
Did you love it?
Loved it.
2 for 2, Ed.
2 for 2.
Same here. I loved it. The movie had everything. Also, funny. I didn't expect to be laughing constantly in this movie. I just thought it was really funny. I almost thought they could do away with some of the seriousness and just have it just be a twisted, dark comedy. The casting was perfect for every role. Tiana Taylor and her ass.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't win, that's a hate crime.
I agree.
I mean, good grief. I didn't know that could be a figure. And I've been told before that jokes about rape are never funny, but the scene where Sean Penn is describing being reversed raped while half of his face was blown off might have been the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Pretty incredible.
Oh my goodness.
Sean Penn. And let's be honest, he should win an Oscar solely for the way he walked during that movie. As someone who suffers from IBS, I know what that walk is. I know what his inspiration was. It's, I need to find a restroom in a hurry. Let's not move too much of the upper body right now. Let the legs, it's a little river dancey. Leo looked good in this movie. I liked him. I loved his character. That scene where he forgot his password might have been the single most relatable thing in the history of cinema. It was good.
Just ends it, just screams, idiot.
So angry.
I mean, I was perfect. You remember all your passwords?
Oh, God. No. I would say 70%. I'm pretty good.
I have this one account that I couldn't get into, and then it went to those dumb questions.
Oh, God.
And the questions, I started laughing because I literally had no idea what I would have answered.
I mean, you set them up so long ago.
Oh, there's a new scam going out.
What is
you got to look out for. They find out that you have booked a plane ticket, and then they send you an email that said there's been a change in your ticket,
mm-hmm.
and it has your name, it looks official, and you click on the link, and then you're donezo. Oh man! Now I've heard some people say that
Hamnet was too white. And then I've heard others say that Sinners was just too black. But one battle after another was just right. It's the Goldilocks of cast race. Begonia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here he goes again. This guy, huh? I gotta hand it to Begonia. You know, they really go for it. But I just don't need any more movies that make Emma Stone ugly. It's not fair. Stop taking roles from ugly actors, Emma.
You're an advocate.
This movie has no real chance of winning anything. And I believe it's because people are still hung up on Yorga's other film, the one where the child was trapped in a woman's body and she just kept getting railed by powerful men. Release the files. Vroom.
Sounds like F1's coming up.
F1.
Yeah, it does, buddy.
Oh, man. That's got to be Dylan's favorite one. Where he's like, just turn the volume all the way up.
Can you hear it?
What platform, Dylan, do you think people complain the most about your audio mixes for this show?
I don't know if you can you complain on Spotify?
Oh, you're saying that's the one that's definitely people are talking about?
I don't think there's a function to be able to complain on Spotify.
But on YouTube, somebody did complain about Spotify.
Interesting.
What about
listening
Patreon?
to both.
I heard on Patreon the audio's perfect.
Yeah.
It's amazing, crystal clear.
People should go on our Patreon and comment about Spotify.
That's awful. Now, here's the clearest example that there are too many films nominated. F1 was nominated for Best Picture. It's not. That's ridiculous. It's a movie we've all seen before. It's Top Gun Maverick 2. The 61-year-old with abs is going to come in and show these young whippersnappers a thing or two. This is why most old people are stupid. It's like anyone that says Larry Bird is the greatest basketball player of all time. Fuck off. Larry Bird wouldn't make the G League today. Hell, he wouldn't make the Elemental P League. Stop making movies for boomers to feel good about themselves. You're old, you're confused, you make everything worse. And I liked F1. Is it as good as Talladega Nights? F1 is laps behind Talladega Nights. F1. Better than Days of Thunder? Nah, it's revisionist history.
Days of Thunder's the best.
You Days of Thunder's better?
Yeah.
Rubbin's Racing.
Yeah.
Better
Rubbin's
line.
Racing.
Ice cream.
Okay, what are we on to? What's the next movie?
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
You mean monster.
That right there is the problem with Frankenstein. This movie's been made 1,000 times, and every single time I watch whatever version I'm supposed to watch, I am blindsided by the fact that Frankenstein is the name of the doctor that created the monster, not the monster. The monster has no name. It's just, first of all, this fucking movie, what are we doing? It cost $120 million to fucking make this movie, and nobody saw it, including me. I'm just reading a review from one of our commenters. I mean, some things shouldn't carry over to the next generation. I know this book was incredible 200 years ago, but it's 2026. How do you expect us to care about some stupid horror story from the 19th century? Now, imagine people in 1818 watching The Human Centipede.
I love it.
I'll take your answers off air. Hamnet. Hamnet.
Hamnet.
Hamnet. Am I the only person that pronounces Hamnet the way I think comedian Hamburger would pronounce it? Hamnet.
Hamburger Jones.
I miss him. R.I.P.
Mm-hmm.
He's
I
alive,
don't
right?
know, he probably.
He's got to be alive. Hamnet tells the unforgettable story of William Shakespeare's wife having to raise their 3 children alone during the Elizabethan era, overcoming countless obstacles: childbirth, starvation, infectious diseases, insane violence, only to lose her son to the bubonic plague because Billy constantly left his home for months at a time while he was working on his plays in London. That is a very important life lesson. For men to accomplish great things, we need our families to leave us alone. I'll tell you what else. The movie's a nice reminder that medicine has only been around for the past 100 years or so. Before that, it was like, here's a dirty, wet washcloth. Let's just put that on your head and hope things return to normal.
Hope your fever breaks.
Honestly, even in the 16th century, people would think that RFK Jr. is batshit crazy. You didn't think I was going to be able to steer that into today's politics, did you?
Got us there.
There I am. And thank God this movie wasn't in Middle English, because I couldn't have lasted more than 3 minutes. And I don't want people to correct me. Actually, it's considered early modern English. You and I both know you've never read any Shakespeare. No one has. That's why Cliff Notes were invented. The first 16 Cliff Notes were all for Shakespeare titles. Look it up. Nobody named Cliff going to read Shakespeare. Marty Supreme. Did you watch it?
Yep.
I did too. Who is this movie for? And why was there so much hype around it? I mean, it's fun, I guess, if your idea of fun is spending 2.5 hours with unlikable characters that never give you anything in return.
Agreed.
Did you know they just cast random people off the street for some of the roles in this movie? Which would explain why when you were watching it and some of the acting seemed poor, you were like, well, that makes sense. This person has never done this. I will say, though, Kevin O'Leary might have been the single greatest casting in this film. Super believable as a total dick. Like watching an episode of Shark Tank from the early 50s. And for that reason, I'm out. Okay, on to The Secret Agent. I watch everything with subtitles on it. So just because a film is in a foreign language, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm not going to watch it. Now, that being said, I did not watch this film. I know it's about political corruption, so here are my thoughts. I'll watch this movie and read every subtitle when Pam Bondi releases the Epstein files. All of them, unredacted, so I can read that too. Okay? If you want to know more about The Secret Agent, I recommend you watching the movie and telling me about it. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Oh, sentimental value. Didn't see it, and not because it is also another foreign film. Guys, I have kids. I've got a pig. I just do not have the time for this. I'm sure it was great. I'm sure it deserves to win. But let's be honest, neither of these two films have any chance of winning Best Picture. That's my lock of the week.
Lock of the week.
Lock of the week. Oh, our last one.
Oh, yeah.
Number 10.
Here we go.
Train Dreams. I have literally never heard of this movie in my entire life until this exact moment. And I did research for this episode. I'm not entirely sure why they named the movie this. Probably because dreams about the murdered Chinese railroad worker would have been too off-putting for audiences. Now, at first glance, you would think Train Dreams was just a love letter to autistic little boys. But it's not. The lack of trains and dreams on trains really seems misleading. I have no idea why this is nominated for Best Picture. Can we please stop nominating 10 films? Tosh Show! Gas, groceries, eating out. Even on the tightest budget, there's no escaping them. But here's what you can control. Getting cash back every single time you fill her up. Hit the grocery store or go out to eat with the Upside app. Here's how it works. Open the app, claim an offer, pay with your card like normal, and get paid. That's it. Users earn $1 million in cash back every single week. And unlike other programs, you can stack Upside with your existing credit card and loyalty rewards. Upside has given back $1 billion to its users. To find out how much you could earn, download the free Upside app and use promo code TOSH to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's an extra 25 cents back on every gallon on your first tank of gas using promo code TOSH. All right. What's your pick, Ed?
Sinners.
Sinners. That's a good pick, Ed. I hope you and your team win.
Thank you.
What about you? What about you, Pete? Who do you think's going to win?
Going one battle after another.
Dylan, what's your pick?
One battle after another.
Oh, John?
Hamnet.
Hamnet.
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
John is such a fucking artsy fartsy piece of shit.
He is. He loves this stuff. He loves this stuff.
Oh, he does. He cares so much.
He said, "Hey, the Oscars are coming up." He tells us this.
He's
in,
like, it's
May.
it's unbelievable.
Legendary. Who's hosting?
It was. Jesse Buckley was incredible.
He said it was the best acting he's ever seen.
It's literally the
in
best
Hamnet.
acting I've ever seen.
He loved it. Before I make my pick, I need to call in my father-in-law,
Yep.
Daddy Greg.
Mr. Movie Man himself.
Let him sway me one way or another. Let's see what he's up to.
He's been in a movie.
He knows movies.
Let's see what he's up to.
Hello there.
Hey, buddy, what's up?
Nothing, watching a war movie. As a matter of fact. What are you doing?
War movie.
What war movie are you watching?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Yeah, I
I'm
do.
watching Cross of Iron. It's an old Sam Peckinpah movie.
Okay.
Which war?
Did it win an award when it came out?
I don't think so. No, probably not.
Hey, let's talk about the best picture this year for the Oscars. We got 10 nominees. You tell me if you saw it and you liked it. Just give me a quick one. Sinners,
Great.
One Battle After Another,
Good.
Train Dreams,
I did not see it.
Marty Supreme,
Loved it.
Secret Agent,
Dying to see it.
Sentimental Value,
Very good.
Hamnet,
Have not seen it.
Begonia,
Have not seen it.
Frankenstein.
Loved it. There you go.
Okay. Hold on, just got a
F1.
piece of rice on my paper.
F1.
Oh, F1.
F1.
Oh, yeah, that's great. I can't believe it's up for the Academy Award, but it's fun.
Yeah, that's the way I feel about F1. It is. This is silly to put that one in there.
Yes, I agree.
What's your pick?
I'm going to go with One Battle After Another.
But you didn't love it.
Not my favorite, but I think it's going to win.
You said that you've always longed to be in that Santa Claus club.
What does that mean?
What's that?
Santa Claus Club?
What's that? What's that group of white racists?
Yeah.
The Christmas. What are
Colonel
they called?
Lockjaw is trying to get into.
What are they called in the movie? One Battle After Another. The weird.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember their name. I got you now. Okay.
But you said
I was
you
missing that reference.
you said you've always wanted to be in that club.
No, I did not say that to you. Shame on you.
You now you're pure white, right?
As far as I know.
Okay.
Christmas Adventurers.
What did you think of Sean Penn's walk in that movie?
Perfect. He had it down perfect. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah. That was a great portrayal he did.
Who was he portraying?
A racist old white guy.
No, he wasn't that racist all the time. He loved her.
She made him have sex with her. You got to remember the movie.
Yeah, reverse raped, but
Yeah, reverse rape. That was the term.
That's her new ringtone.
all right. Well, that's your pick. I don't disagree with you, but I don't know that it's going to win. Did you like Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie?
He was okay. He's always good. He was okay. He wasn't the best part.
Ah, all right. Good stuff. Did you see Train Dreams?
I can't talk myself into that. It looks too depressing. Have you watched it?
No, but I know it's visually beautiful, so that part of it I could get into.
It looks pretty, and Nick Cave does the music, so that's two things, but it looks so damn depressing.
All right.
I really do want to see Secret Agent. That's what I'm dying to see.
Well,
Just haven't gotten around to it.
yeah, you've got these weird 1950s war movies to get through first.
Exactly, and there's a lot of them.
All right. I'll see you in Palm Springs.
I can't wait. Thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Well, there you go. He thinks Hollywood's rigged. Do you want to do a drum roll, Ed?
Sure.
Go ahead. I'm going to give you my pick for Best Picture. The winner is F1.
F1.
Yeah. One Battle After Another.
So hang on. Battle app. Okay.
It's going to be the first two-way tie.
But what? Never happened. That to be amazing.
Three-way tie. Sinners, too.
Sinners also?
First three-way tie.
Jeez. First three-way tie. Okay.
Didn't one year they read the wrong winner and they came up and celebrated and then they go, sorry, there's a huge mistake. It was not that.
La La
Moonlight, right? And La La Land.
Right. So they've done it's not unprecedented.
No.
Okay. So yeah, this will be my prediction is this year it will run long and yeah, they'll announce Sinners and then the people from one battle after another will run on stage and grab the microphone from him,
Mm-hmm.
say this is bullshit.
Yep.
Train dreams.
French 75.
You know what? I'm gonna throw my vote for F1. You know?
Why not?
You remember a few years ago when Brad Pitt was showing up at Kanye West's like spiritual churches that he was having outside?
I
Remember when Kanye was
having
doing
those,
these like
yes.
weird outdoor church services, and there was one in Compton, and Brad Pitt showed up to it, and he was just like, I just remember thinking, oh, Brad, you're too old to fucking give a shit about what anybody says, and then to see what Kanye turned into shortly after that.
Yeah.
Tosh Show. Hey guys, quick update. I'm going to change my pick for Best Picture of 2025.
What's it going to be?
I'm changing it to The Pit. I love it. I think it's great. And I know somebody like, oh, it's a television show. No, it's just one day.
That's true.
It's just one day. And I watch it once they're all out in one full day.
God.
One shift. And it's great. I love it. Now, did you know that in season 2, the one doctor, the only person that wasn't there from season 1, the black doctor with the close haircut, you know, they said, oh, they just wrote her off, but I'm told it's because she had some real right-wing views in real life that annoyed the shit out of everybody on set.
You got to work together.
Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but man, that's fun to read about.
Yeah, it is.
And they're like, you know what? We got the best show in the world. See you later.
Yeah.
And they said one line in like episode 5. They're like, she went to Idaho to work.
That's it. You're gone.
That's how it is. You know, I knew that growing up with my mother being a nurse. She never cared where my dad got transferred. She's like, I'll get a job in one day.
Mm-hmm.
She just showed up in the new town. Hey, you want me? I got ER experience. I got pediatric experience. What do you want? Where do you need me? And she did it. She just showed up, got work. That's why we need nurses, you know, because not everybody's smart enough to be a doctor. Okay. By the way, I was kidding, Mom. You're smart enough to be a doctor. You're a wonderful nurse. Although she'd never really take me to the hospital for anything. She'd just give me 2 Tylenol. Say, all right, you're fine. We got some plugs. Patreon.com/Tosh Show. My first farewell tour. Come on. Come see us. We're only doing this once.
This time.
ToshShowStore.com. Get your show merch. Oh, and now hit the music. Like it. I like that we're mixing up the music. Don't marry us to something. Our new segment called They Love Me, They Love Me Not. This is where Eddie reads a comment that was recently posted. 1 positive, 1 negative. All right, let's start with They Love Me.
Okay, we got Young Chilliner 69. Had a seizure last night. Wife found me foaming, blooding at the mouth. I could have died. I'm currently in the hospital, and this is making me feel better. Thank you for these, Tosh, and I'm happy to be alive to see this morning. Watching your podcast always makes me feel better.
Wow. I mean, that's serious. That guy had a seizure last night, and today he's just enjoying my podcast. That just shows you right there how fickle life is. 1 minute, you're foaming and bleeding at the mouth, and then the next minute, you're just laughing. I'm glad you're on the mend, and I, hope to continue to give you years of enjoyment. Now, do we have a They Love Me Not, or was nobody negative this week?
No, we got a negative.
Oh,
This is Chaos Dagger 2145.
okay.
Tosh, you're a bum.
I'm like, are you talking about like a hobo? Like I ride the trains? It's kind of cool. Got a little bindle?
You got a little bindle with all your little things in it.
Yeah. You got my beans?
You got your harmonica?
Got a harmonica and some beans.
You're good.
Dog.
You tell me a better life. You say I'm a bum like it's an insult, and I say, oh, I'm seeing the country,
See in America.
and I got beans, and I got a harmonica.
Maybe a watch.
There's no way I have a watch. Why would I have a watch?
I don't
He's
know,
a
pocket
bum, dude. He's
knife? It
awesome.
doesn't work. The pocket.
No, I don't.
watch
I don't have.
doesn't
The guy called me a bum. He didn't say you're MacGyver. Maybe he didn't mean it like that. Maybe he meant like you're a bum, like you're a butt, you're an ass.
Could be.
An acronym.
Well, either way, it's not the worst thing I've been called today. See you next week. Tosh Show. Tosh Show. Tosh Show for show.